Last year, Pam and I found ourselves on the road trying to get to a meeting, and so it was a pretty hard driving during the day. Finally, in exhaustion, we decided to stop at a hotel one night. When we got to the hotel, we got in, we got upstairs. We were on, I believe, the 6th floor, if I'm not mistaken. We just got everything somewhat unpacked, had changed just to sit down and relax, and we were beginning to settle in. You know how that feels after you've been traveling, and it feels good to just sit down and relax. We had just turned on the TV when that moment was pierced with the loudest screeching sound I've ever heard. It was a fire alarm. We waited for a minute, and then they came over the speaker and said, "This is not a drill. Please proceed to the nearest exit in the nearest stairwell." Obviously, they had disabled the elevators. So I immediately grabbed him. We were laughing later because I immediately grabbed everything that I possibly could. I mean, I had suitcases and things hanging from my shoulder, and I was dragging everything out, and we got to the stairwell, and we got down, and we went outside, and on top of it all, it was raining. And we had to go far enough away from the building. After just a few minutes, one of the hotel staff came out and said, "Okay, everything is okay." I said, "Well, was it a false alarm? What was it?" And they said, "No, somebody had actually set one of the alarms off and the sprinkler system off in their room. Somehow, I'm not sure exactly what they did, but they got heat or something too close to it. And so it caused the entire hotel to be evacuated." In other words, just that moment that we thought we were settled, guess what? We were not. To say that we were unsettled at that moment would be an understatement. You know, we got back upstairs and got changed again and sat down, but I didn't sleep very well that evening because I felt unsettled. Have you ever felt unsettled in your life? Have you ever had an event happen to you? It could have been something personally that was traumatic. Maybe your house was broken into or something like that, and you had that unsettled feeling, and it took you a long time to get over that. But let me tell you something. Being unsettled is not always a bad thing. Sometimes there's something that causes us to be unsettled. Maybe it's a new truth that we learn. Maybe it's a new person that we meet. And the unsettling event happens or occurs, and suddenly we know that we have to change. We know that things are going to be different. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about this coming Sunday at Community Bible Church. We've been in the book of Nehemiah, and we'll find ourselves in the story when the Israelites and all the people have come back, the walls have been built, the gates have been put up, and Nehemiah has recorded and counted everyone, and they've all gone to their own place, and they've started to settle in. But then they make a request, and something happens that changes everything for them as a nation. It's an unsettling moment for them, an unsettling time when they thought everything was settled. But you know what? It wasn't a bad thing. It wound up being a good thing. Do you know that we can learn from every moment in our lives when things seem unsettled? So if you have something in your life that's making you feel unsettled, unsure, I've got good news. You'll never be the same as a result of it. You can change and grow. And we're going to talk about how you could do that this coming Sunday at Community Bible Church. We're located 1 mile west of I-95, 1 mile east of 441 at the corner of Griffin Road and Southwest 30th Avenue. We'll see you this coming Sunday at Community Bible Church. Make sure you share this with a friend.